Go ahead and get to it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a wealth building conversation. Best believe that it's definitely a wealth building conversation. Definitely happy to have everybody in here. Excited to show what we have to offer and the opportunity that'll be before you. This talk you'll hear a lot of things about financial literacy, credit, and really just building wealth. But there's a basis to that, right? So let's hop into it and let's get an understanding for some things. I will say this: I myself talk to a lot of people about building wealth. Right, I've created a Billionaire Mind Mastermind, but it's always a foundation that needs to be set. And what we're talking about today is all about that foundation, right? One thing you need is credit, right? We'll get into that. We'll discuss more things, but let's hop into the presentation, right? Definitely glad to have each and every one of you here. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna share my screen, and we'll get to going. Okay, everybody. Again, this is about wealth, right? So let's get into this topic, right? We have a beautiful company that we work with, United Wealth Educators, right? Big on it, like, so let's get into it. Okay, and one thing, our mission, right, as United Wealth Education, is to help 84 million families across the nation to utilize each of our partner services, right, really to improve their financial situation, but also really just to build wealth. Imagine helping 84 million people build wealth, right? That's a really big thing. So at the end of the day, it's all about helping people. You got me. One thing that's beautiful about this company itself is the fact that it's been around for 18 years. So we're talking about a company that's been here for a minute. They've been helping people for a long time, right? So, and all the products and services are designed to help families across the country. It is debt free, right? So that's one of the big things. We all aim to be debt free, but this company itself is debt free, and that's not always easy to find when it comes to these companies. And they also have a dedicated management team that we can always reach out to, speak to, and have a conversation with to get a better understanding of what it is going on, right? So it's a beautiful company. I'm glad to be a part of it. But let's get into some nice little fun facts. Okay, let's get into the financial literacy part of different things. Do you know that 1.4 million identity theft claims were made in 2020 alone? Now that's crazy. Not, I didn't even realize that was one of the leading causes or one of the leading crimes in America. Identity thefts. Like, we heard of scammers and everything and etc. But when you really think about it, that's a huge thing. If somebody take your identity and go buy something, it sucks. It really does. And then 14.6 trillion in American household debt was reported in 2021. Now, this was last year, right? And we kind of have an understanding of where we're heading in our economy, but that's a lot of money in debt from American households. 64% of Americans are expected to retire with less than 10,000 in their bank account. So, and you see the other statistics, right? The lack of estate planning. We see the 1 decade of how student loan balances have jumped up. So we see that there's a problem in our country as far as understanding certain things, when it comes to debt and even having a retirement and savings for your family. It's a real big thing, right? So let's move forward, right? This is an even bigger one. Okay, 54% of Americans don't even know their credit score. Now, that's a big thing to me because, again, at the foundation of it all, credit is really the foundation for everything. It gives you access, whether you want to get a home, a car, even getting into certain neighborhoods. Moving down here to Florida, me and my family tried to move into a neighborhood and we couldn't get in because we didn't have a 750 credit score at the time. So it literally gives you access and gives you ways for you to not only build yourself, but your business and everything else you want to do, right? It's literally the foundation for everything. And you can see how your credit score is calculated. I would love for anybody to go ahead and screenshot this because this is something that I found super interesting, right? You see your payment history. These are all the things that make up your credit score. 35% payment history, 30% credit utilization, right? So how much of your credit are you using? 15% of your credit length. I didn't even know that you had to have credit for a certain amount of time for people to even trust you. So you can't just go get a credit card and then expect to get a whole bunch more, right? It's so much things that you have to do. And then new inquiries. We all know that when we get our credit pulled, it impacts our credit score. It just does. And then also the types of credit can impact our credit score as well, whether it be a loan, a credit card, etc. All these things have a factor, play a factor in our credit score. And let's look at, again, it is the foundation, and we talk about access, and we talking about being able to do things. Now, you may be able to go get a house with a 560 credit score, right? But let's look at this diagram. Can we see the total amount paid to the right of the screen? That's almost $1 million, family, from a 560 credit score. If you just boost your credit score 200 points, you're talking about cutting that in half, more than half. So because you have a 560, you pay about $1,500 more each month, right? Your interest rate is through the roof, and you paying over $500,000 more than what you would have if you had a great credit score. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's important that we got good credit in anything that we purchase, right? So then let's move to the car situation, and I'll say this: I'm a testimony to this one right here. All right, so you got an auto loan. You can see that you're literally paying 5 times that payment of total interest. I'm sorry, in total interest. If you look at the monthly payment, that's almost double, right? So we can look at what really happens. And most of you that know me, you guys know I drive a Porsche, and I got it based off of credit. I actually started getting my credit repaired through this program, and I was able to go get a Porsche, no money down. Applied through Navy Fed, they gave me a check, no money down. I got a new car. So it's very important. But if I had bad credit, my interest rate would be 26%. My interest rate was exactly 6%. So that you see the interest that you can pay over time just with bad credit. It can literally ruin your family's financial future. Because if you don't have bad credit, if you have bad credit, then I'm not sure what your children's credit may be, or what are you teaching them? You kind of want to have things in place to where, boom, we can get to a place where we set up ourselves, our family, etc., just for the betterment. So we're not taking any losses over time. You're talking about, even with this example, as you can see, totaling over $56,000 in interest because of bad credit versus good credit. So bad credit costs you more than anything. Having bad credit really costs you. So it's better that we fix our credit at the foundation, so we don't have to lose in the future or anything else that we do, or lose access to anything in life, right? So also budgeting. Let's talk about that, right? So how many of us budget? I know me, I like to go, especially when I go out to eat, we like to splurge, we like to eat, we like to do a couple of different things. So 65% of Americans had no budget in place. And much like us, again, going to splurge and do different things and just spending money. How much money do we spend on a daily? Going to the store, leaving the store, getting a bite to eat, eating out. We don't really take the time to budget and say, okay, let's keep this for this, right? So I would say that's a really big thing. And in your budget, if your credit is not fixed, I hope that's in your budget, because it's super important, as we see, right? And you got savings. Americans don't save. 1 in 5 Americans didn't save money in 2021. And we seen what happened with COVID. We see what goes on during pandemics and et cetera. It's so important just to have, an emergency fund. I think it's a way how we save. I think you should put in an account that'll make you money while you're doing it, but that's another conversation. But the thing is, we need to save. You got me? So let's move forward again. So let's talk about, why we discuss all these different things, right? So this program that we're discussing, that can actually help you get that access, that'll help you build your credit, that'll help give you pretty much everything you need and more to succeed when it comes to your financial success, or also building wealth for your family. You have it right here, right? Using this program. This program has all of this value in front of you. If you look at the dollar signs, you can just look at everything, right? But if you look at the dollar signs, think about that as just more value, right? So just add 500 to each dollar sign. You got me, for someone to teach you all these different things. Having a credit attorney is huge if you look at the top right. So if you look at the entire screen, you will see budgeting, you will see credit restoration and the credit builder on there, and credit monitoring. But couple of the biggest things I love about this program is that, again, they do have the identity monitoring. And we saw that in the beginning, how much of that was a problem. And another thing is they have a will and a trust, right? We want to leave an inheritance for our children's children. So have a will and a trust is huge. Not only that, again, you got a credit attorney. How many of us spend thousands of dollars on an attorney right? When you have it at your disposal, at your fingertips to go ahead and get things done for you. Again, when you look at this, it's literally, you know, it's a no-brainer. I think it blesses this program has blessed a lot of people. You can calculate your net worth, your saving goals, etc. It's a huge thing, and it's also powered by the YFL Foundation, right? That's a Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. They're big on teaching the youth, so it's one of those things to where you're also giving back. So again, you guys know me being in blockchain and a couple of different things. It's all about building wealth and helping others at the same time, and that's exactly what we're doing here, and we're going to keep doing it. I mean, so now I know you love that program. I do. If you don't like it, you know, we can have another conversation. But there's also a way you can utilize this program, but also, again, make money from it, right? Or in other words, you can build wealth from it yourself, right? So let's start to get into that conversation, right? So when it comes to being a part of UWE, right, all you have to do is simply just refer people. That's it, right? You refer people, you help them get on this program, you help them get their credit fixed, and guess what? That's it. It's not too much else you got to do. Everything else is taken care of, right? The credit restoration, all the technology, the paperwork, etc. You pretty much don't got to do nothing. You just refer people. And it's 6 different ways you get paid. So this is one that you're looking at, right? It's a really big thing. I think it's dope. Again, we talk about multiple streams of income and creating that for ourselves. It's a huge thing. But let's talk about the different ways we get paid utilizing this one specific program. And again, while you're getting your own credit fix at the exact same time, right? So you earn commissions for everybody that signs up. So if somebody wants to be on a credit program, you get $100 for signing them up. As an agent, you get $100. So that's a nice sell, right? And then how I think about it is this: I sign up as an agent, I'm already a part of the program, right? That $100 pays for the program within itself. And then there's another way you can pay for the program for get it for free, and I'll share that in just a second. But this is a beautiful way to one, help people, and again, make money at the same time, right? And that's what it's all about. Another way we get paid, right? The second way is a residual income, right? We give $12 a month from everybody you sign up. So not only do you get the $100, but you also get $12 a month residually. And that adds up. You know what I mean? That adds up. If I sign up 100 people, listen, that's $1,200 a month. For hey, that's a month. That's a month. You got me? So imagine what you can do with that if you sign up a nice amount of people. Because over time, the list can grow slowly but surely, or even fast. If you really want it, it can grow pretty fast. But I think that's a beautiful residual income for anybody. You got me? So another thing is I really love, and what I really got into when I really understood this entire thing, which got me excited, it's called the customer acquisition bonus, or a CAB. So let's say now you sign up an agent, right? They're taking care of their credit. They also want to make money from it. And because they're making money and helping people just like you are, they sign up 2 customers that want to be on a protection plan membership, right? They want to be on the service. What happens is this: you get a bonus. You get a bonus just from having them up under you. You ain't even doing nothing. You you know what I mean? So it's like you help somebody and they help 2 more people, and you get paid because they helping people. Now that, again, that's a beautiful way to make money, because people are literally setting a foundation for their future, for the business, and just to build themselves out, period. It's a really dope thing. And it's groundbreaking when you really think about it. Okay, so, and that can range, you can get that bonus can be all the way up to 560, depending on how exactly you're structuring yourself and how you're building yourself in your company. But it's a really beautiful thing. You got me? You also get an indirect residual income. So not only are you getting paid because they signed those 2 people up, but you also getting $3 residual from those 2 people every single month. You got me? That's a really big thing. How? Hey, you, again, that's the 4th way you get paid. You're constantly making money. That's a big thing. Right. And the 5th way you get paid is something called the infinity bonus. You know, as the uplines like to say, anything with infinity on it, I'm all for it. You got me? So the fact that they have an infinity bonus is huge. So whatever it is, the volume that you're bringing into these specific positions or levels in a company, you get an infinity bonus from it. Right now, getting all the way up to the pinnacle, that may be a little bit of hard work. right? Pinnacle, you bringing in $10 million worth of volume, but hey, you can get there, you know what I mean? But you're making 3% of whatever it is you bring in. 3% of 10 million is 300,000. That's a nice bonus right there. You know, it can also get all the way to 1,500, right? At the executive elite. You know, if you getting $2,000 bonus each month or whatever, hey, I'm fine with that too. You know, so again, you just constantly, there's so many ways to make money with this thing, which is why I step into it. It's a real big thing. I absolutely love it. Again, so let's move forward. All right, this is another way you get paid. I think this is probably the dopest thing. You know, I talk about it consistently. Listen, you can get paid by helping people get their business funded. All right, how many of us know, right? And we can talk in the chat. How many of us really know that if you have a business bank account and you have deposits in that business bank account, you're showing that your business is making money. So what you can do is take that and apply for funding. That's why it's important just to make an LLC. Even if you don't know what you want to do, you need to have an LLC because you can get the funds you need to protect you, to build, to do whatever you want. And it's a beautiful thing. And with this program, you can actually fund yourself. Not only am I getting my business funded, but I'm funding myself. Why would I not take advantage of something like that? This is the 6th way we get paid. It's phenomenal. It's really 7 if you add in the agent, because you get commission for adding on agents too. We didn't mention that part. So it really is 7, right? So you're talking about 7 streams of income. Why are you fixing your credit? Come on, man. You got me like, this is literally an amazing program. It made me happy because again, I created, again, a lot of you know I created the Billionaire Mind Mastermind, whatever, right? And we talk about building wealth, right? But you have to have this foundation. And a lot of people are like, all right, I need help with it. Don't matter what it is you do, no matter what's going on, people are gonna always need credit. You can be into whatever you want. You can want to go get whatever it is you want, but you won't have access unless you have credit. Imagine having cash, you wanted to buy something, but not being able to do it because of credit. Listen, guys, it's all about OPM. That's why people have business funding, because you don't want to use your money, because when you use your cash, guess what? You're gonna lose, right? You're gonna lose. What happens if the deal goes bad? It just doesn't work, right? And the beautiful thing about this program, especially if you step into the business side, it's a turnkey business, man. You know, I didn't start taking this business super seriously until I really listened to the billionaires talk about businesses like UWE. And with the product of UWE and what they provide, especially with helping people, fixing credit and everything else that they have, literally just building wealth and creating that inheritance for and creating a legacy, that's huge. Billionaires talk about network marketing, what it could do for people, right? What it could do for you as a business owner, but also for your financial future and how you can use it to better yourself. Billionaires invest in businesses like these. So this is an investment, right? You're not really losing nothing. This is literally a business with no overhead costs. You're talking about walking into something that may cost you $300. How many businesses can you start for $300? Not too many. Not too many. All you need is a cell phone. You know, you get a personalized website, you get the marketing materials, you got the customer and agent support, you get paid weekly. Listen, we got paid yesterday. It was 2 days ago, it was Wednesday. You know, you get the online back office, you get commission, and you also, my bad, let me not forget this, you get life insurance. Yeah. How important is it to have life insurance so you don't got to set up a GoFundMe account? You know, the life insurance, we're talking about 100K in life insurance. Come on, man. You know, let's just look at this for a second. Let's move on. So to take control of your financial future, let's say you're one of those people that's like, hey, I just want to get the services, etc. Well, here's a one-time fee, right? It'll be $179. Right after that, it'll be $89 a month. Boom. You got me? Boom, that's it. And everything will be taken care of for you. You'll get all the services, everything that you need, the will, the trust, the attorney, the rocket lawyer, everything. And I promise you, we've seen some crazy results. I'm talking about my mother. She may even be on right now, but she signed up her credit again, 45 points in less than 30 days. Well, in 30 days, less than 45 days. from her utilizing the system, right? Then we have Sugar Shay on, she had 55 points. Again, I myself, because I was using this program, my credit score went up and I went to go get a Porsche. No money down. You tell me, but if you want to do this, and I would say $100 more will allow you to make money from this system. So not only are you a part of it, are you utilizing it? Is it making your life better? 100%. But you can also add more value by taking advantage of it and helping other people and building your wealth and building your and bettering your financial system at the exact same time, or your financial situation. So, let me not forget this. And you can also get your services for free if you refer 5 people as an agent. You get it for free. It's called the Power of 5. So as you're looking at it, as you're seeing the Power of 5, you can get your services for free. And again, even if you're an agent and you get one person on, that's $100. If you pretty much pay for it yourself, even if you get one person a month. So I think it's a really big thing. We got to consistently tap into what's really in front of us. It's a great opportunity. And then we got some heads of the company that have been doing their thing. We got Alpha, who actually reached that pinnacle. We got some great people that we actually saw at Super Saturday. I will say this, it's a great community of individuals that want to grow and develop themselves in business. And it's more than just credit in this system. Like it's so much like networking and so much value within this group that is actually, it's crazy. With me I'm in the crypto, I'm in a couple different things, but it's powerful, the things that are happening right now because of access, because of group talks, because of different things. And people are into real estate, they're mortgage brokers, they're nurses, etc. But guess what? Everybody needs credit. So no matter what industry you're in, you can always talk about credit. You never know what it can turn into. And one thing I would say, you know what I mean? If you're gonna feel a couple different ways about this, right? You can be not interested, period, and that's fine. I appreciate you for pulling up. Thank you for being on the Zoom call. I really thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for your time, because time is precious. But also, if you're interested in the product, definitely reach out to the agent that you had that invited you on, and go ahead and sign up. You know what I mean? The system itself is going to work for you. I talked to somebody the other day, and they credit jumped. We got plenty of testimonies that we can, I can bring on. We can talk about. You guys can hear from them, but we got plenty of them. Trust me, you saw the value that's in it. Is this going to work? And see, if you want to take full advantage and you want to hear more about the business, again, reach out, because we can really get you going. And you can really start not only with your credit, but building a legacy in your financial freedom. It's all about impact, income, and freedom. You got me? You want to have more freedom and you want to have more income, so you can have more freedom to have a better impact on the world, to do what God needs you to do, to do what you need to do. And that's what it's all about. You got me? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but that was something that is big to me, especially in those of you that know I'm into blockchain technology, and I'm into cryptocurrency. Speaking of blockchain technology, I have to say this because I believe it is something very big that we have to be cautious about. If you don't fix your credit now, it's going to be very hard to fix it in the future. The reason why is because blockchain technology, let me explain it to you, right? It may be foreign to some of you, but one thing about that technology is that it's a worldwide ledger that anybody can see, everybody can see it. Every transaction that happens is recorded and it's immutable, so it can't be taken away. So nothing can really be disputed. So it's very important that if you have anything in your credit report that you just don't want on there, anything that reported, the system can get it off. But in the future, it's going to be very hard to get that stuff off. You got me? So I would encourage you to take advantage of the system today, even make money from it, build wealth. Feel free to reach out to me, reach out to the agent that invited you on. Definitely follow up with them, and let's just get you going. It's no time to waste. We see what's happening in the economy. Our credit can save us, guys. We saw what happened with the pandemic. Credit can literally save you. If you don't have an emergency savings account, you can go get some credit, whether it be a personal loan or some type of loan that can actually help you get to where you need to be because of your credit. And if you have a business, again, you have to have your personal credit before your business credit gets there. You just do. To get a business credit card, your personal credit got to be good. But if you set that foundation and that structure up, you'll be able to save yourself in the future from any and everything. But thank you guys for coming on. Definitely reach out. I love talking to you guys. And we'll do this more, so be on the lookout. This will be a consistent thing as we continue to build and keep masterminding together. But God bless. I'll speak to you all soon. Peace.